Good morning. I am Dr. S. Muthukumaran, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Computer Science, St.Joseph's College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Cuddalore 1. In this presentation, we are going to discuss about Introduction to Networks, about Socket Overview, about Client-Server Implementation, about Reserved Sockets, and above Proxy Servers, Internet Address, and DNS. Java Networking. The reason that Java is the premium language for network programming are the classes defined in the Java package. They provide an easy to use means by which programmers of all skill levels can access network resources. That's why the Java.NET package provides many classes to deal with networking applications in Java. Java networking is a concept of connecting two or more computing devices together so that we can share resources. Java socket program provides facility to share data between different computing devices. A network is a set of computers and peripherals which are physically connected together. Networking enables sharing of resources and communication. Each machine on a network is called node. Internet is a network of networks. Java applet can be downloaded from a website. This is one of the main attractions of Java. Networking in Java is possible through the use of Java.NET package. The classes within this package encapsulate the socket model developed by Berkeley Software Division. Socket Overview. Java socket program is used for communication between the application run on different Java runtime environment. Java socket program can be connection oriented or connectionless. Socket and server socket classes are used for connection oriented socket programming, and datagram socket and datagram packets classes are used for connectionless socket programming. Socket communication takes place via a protocol. Internet protocol is a low-level routing protocol that breaks data into small packets and sends them to an address across a network, which does not guarantee to deliver the packets to the destination. Transmission Control Protocol. Transmission Control Protocol is a higher level protocol that manages to robustly string together these packets, sorting and retransmitting them as necessary to reliably transmit data. The third protocol uses Datagram Protocol. Next to TCP and can be used directly to support fast, connectionless, unreliable transport of packets. Client-server model. The client-server model is an application development architecture designed to separate the presentation of data from the internal processing and storage. The client-server architecture, the client request for services and the server services these requests. The requests are transferred from the client to the server over the network. The processing that is done by the server is hidden from the client. One server can service multiple clients. The server and the client are not necessarily hardware components. They can be programs works on the same machine or on different machine. The client places a request or order to the server. The server processes the request of the client. The communication between the client and the server is important concept in client-server models and is usually through a network. For example, consider a data enter program of a railway reservation system. The data name of the passenger, train name, date of journey and destination could be entered into an application in the front end. The client. Once the data is entered, the client sends the data in the database. This is client-server architecture model. Reserved sockets. Port numbers from 0 to 1023 are reserved for common TCP IP applications are called well-known ports. The use of well-known ports allows client applications to easily locate the corresponding server application process on other host. For example, port number 21 is for FTP, 23 is for Telnet, 25 is for email, 43 is for Whois, 79 is for Finger, 80 is for HTTP, 119 is for NetNews, and the list goes on. It is up to each protocol to determine how a client should interact with the port. For example, HTTP is the protocol that web browsers and servers use to transfer hypertext pages and images. It is a quite simple protocol for a basic page browsing web server. INET address. The key component of the internet is the address. Every computer on the internet has one. An internet address is a number that uniquely identifies each computer on the net. Originally, all internet addresses consist of 32 bits values organized as 4 8-bit values. This address type was specified by Internet Protocol version 4. However, a new addressing scheme called IP Protocol version 6 has come into play. The IP Protocol version 6 uses a 128-bit value to represent an address organized into 8 16-bit chunks. Although there are several reasons for and advantages to IP Protocol version 6, the main one is that it supports a much larger address space than the IP Protocol version 4. They provide backward with IP version 4, the lower order 32 bits of an IP version 6 address can contain valid up to IP Protocol version 4 address. Unfortunately, when using Java, you don't normally need to worry about whether IP Protocol 4 or IP Protocol version 6 addresses are used because Java handles details for you. Just the numbers of an IP address, a network hierarchy, the name of an internet address is called domain naming system. The DNS stands for domain naming system. DNS is a directory service that provides a mapping between the name of a host on the network and its numerical address. DNS is required for the functioning of the internet. Each node in a tree has a domain name, and a full domain name is a sequence of symbols specified by dots. DNS is a service that translates the domain name into IP addresses. This allows the user of networks to utilize user-friendly names when looking for other hosts instead of remembering the IP address. For example, suppose the FTP site at EduSoft had an IP address 132.147.165.50. The most people would reach this site by specifying ftp.edusoft.com. Therefore, the domain name is more reliable than IP address. Thank you. This is a reference of this presentation. Thank you.